Ever since China intruded into Indian territory of Ladakh, the armies of two neighbors have been asked to be on alert. With failures in reaching into an agreement between both these parties, experts conclude that the military standoff may extend till winters. With such speculations, it becomes important for India to inflict high costs on China for its misadventures. So what can be the possible steps that might work for India against China? To understand this, we first need to understand the current situation across the border. With recent developments, it becomes clear that China is trying to dictate the peace terms. As per China, there is just two options for India, either to accept the changed status quo or go to open war. In response, Indian side too said that there will not be any changed status quo. China is aggressor and they have to move back. If not, it will damage seriously the bilateral relations. So as of now, it's clear that China is not going to roll back to its aggression until India starts inflicting high cost on China for its misdeed. The action India has taken so far was clearly not enough to force China to think about its aggression. So let's begin with economic options. In the name of economic sanctions, India have so far banned many Chinese apps along with restricting Chinese companies to participate in Indian government contracts. But these are clearly not enough. Chinese exports to India are still running $5 billion a month, and July in particular witnessed surge in these imports. What India should do here is to impose informal trade sanctions as well. India is already suffering a massive trade deficit with China. India here should impose much higher anti-dumping duties on Chinese products and start looking for import substitutions. On diplomatic grounds, however, India has a huge advantage. What India can do firstly is to overturn its decision of allowing China to reopen its consulate in Kolkata. Following Indo-China War of 1962, the consulate of Kolkata in India and Lhasa in Tibet were closed down. Though China denied reopening of India's consulate in Lhasa, India allowed China to reopen its consulate in Kolkata. India can take a decision to signal China of its displeasure. The second major step India must take here is to officially recognize Taiwan and Tibet as independent countries and use its diplomatic clout to convince other countries to do the same. India is currently the member of United Nations of Security Council. India can raise the issue of grave human rights violations in East Turkestan, also known as Xinjiang, Tibet and Hong Kong. In conclusion, India should abandon one China policy and convince other countries to do the same. On 27th of August, India's Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, hinted on using force and military options to push China out of India. Independent experts across the world believes that India has largest and most experienced mountain army in the world. Several recent international assessments have stated that Indian forces have a qualitative advantage over PLA because of its continuous military engagement with Pakistan. The other option India has is Quad. China pushed Australia, India, Japan and US closure, which can be used as an opportunity to strengthen strategic and military collaborations against China. Well, India has no other option but to react strongly to China's aggression. China must understand that even a small aggression will cost him much higher than what it actually gained. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to our channel. This is Shantanu for Samvad.